Welcome, dear listeners, to History with Herodotus, where we embark on a journey through the annals of time, uncovering the secrets and marvels of bygone eras. Today, we find ourselves in the realm of ancient India, amidst the majestic landscape of the Indian subcontinent, where the mighty rivers Ganges and Yamuna flow like lifeblood through the heart of the land. Our topic for today's episode is the venerable Gupta Empire, a dynasty that would leave an indelible mark on the course of Indian history. As we delve into the origins of this fascinating empire, let us begin by setting the stage for its emergence. The 3rd century CE was a time of great upheaval in ancient India, with various kingdoms and dynasties vying for power and influence. It was against this backdrop that the Gupta Empire began to take shape, its early history shrouded in mystery and intrigue. The founder of the Gupta dynasty was Sri Gupta, a ruler who is believed to have lived during the late 3rd century CE. Little is known about his life and reign, but it is thought that he was a local king who ruled over a small kingdom in the region of Magadha, in present-day Bihar. Sri Gupta's kingdom was likely a small but prosperous one, with its capital located at Pataliputra, a city that would later become a major center of power and culture during the Gupta Empire. As we explore the early history of the Gupta Empire, we find ourselves in the midst of a complex web of alliances and rivalries between various kingdoms and dynasties. One key figure who played a crucial role in shaping the early Gupta Empire was Ghatotkacha, Sri Gupta's son and successor. Ghatotkacha, whose name means the one with the fierce gaze, is believed to have ruled around 283-119 CE, during which time he expanded the Gupta territories through a series of strategic alliances and military campaigns. Ghatotkacha's military campaigns took him deep into the heart of India, where he encountered various rival kingdoms, including the Lichavis and the Mokhari. The Lichavis, in particular, were a powerful kingdom that had long been a thorn in the side of the Guptas. However, through a combination of diplomacy and military force, Ghatotkacha was able to defeat the Lichavis and incorporate their territories into the Gupta Empire. The early Gupta Empire was also marked by significant economic and administrative developments. The Guptas established a robust system of taxation, which allowed them to fund their military campaigns and public works projects. They also developed a complex network of trade routes, which connected India to the Mediterranean world and facilitated the exchange of goods and ideas between East and West. As we explore the historical context of the Gupta Empire's emergence, we find ourselves in the midst of a dynamic and rapidly changing world. The fall of the Roman Empire, the rise of Christianity, and the spread of Buddhism were all significant events that shaped the course of Indian history during this period. The Guptas' ability to navigate these complex geopolitical currents and establish themselves as a major power in ancient India is a testament to their skill and diplomacy. The city of Pataliputra, which served as the capital of the Gupta Empire, was a thriving metropolis that played host to scholars, poets, and philosophers from all over the ancient world. The Guptas' patronage of learning and culture attracted some of the most brilliant minds of the time, including the famous mathematician and astronomer Aryabhata, who is said to have lived during this period. As we continue our journey through the origins of the Gupta Empire, we find ourselves at the threshold of a new era, one that would be marked by unprecedented achievements in science, art, and literature. The Guptas' courts were renowned for their poets and writers, including the great Kalidasa, who composed some of the most beautiful works of Sanskrit literature. Join me as we embark on this fascinating journey, and together, let us uncover the secrets of one of ancient India's most captivating empires. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the annals of time, exploring the fascinating world of ancient India and the majestic Gupta Empire. As we transition into the high point of the Gupta Empire, a period that would be marked by unprecedented achievements in science, art, literature, and philosophy. We find ourselves amidst a golden age of Indian history. This was an era when the Guptas' patronage of learning and culture reached its zenith, attracting scholars, poets, and philosophers from all corners of the ancient world to their courts. One of the most notable figures of this period was the great Emperor Samudragupta, who ruled from approximately 335 to 375 CE. Often regarded as one of the greatest rulers in Indian history, Samudragupta expanded the Gupta Empire through a series of military conquests, extending its borders from the Himalayas in the north to the Vindhya Mountains in the south, and from the Brahmaputra River in the east to the Indus River in the west. Samudragupta's military campaigns were not merely aimed at territorial expansion, but also had a profound impact on the cultural landscape of India. He was a patron of the arts and literature, and his court was renowned for its poets, writers, and scholars. The emperor himself was a poet, and his love for learning and culture set the tone for the Gupta era's achievements in these fields. The reign of Samudragupta's successor, Chandragupta II, often referred to as Vikramaditya, marked another high point in the Gupta Empire's history. Ruling from approximately 375 to 415 CE, Chandragupta II was not only a skilled military leader who further expanded the empire, but also a patron of art and architecture. His court was famous for the 9 gems, a group of 9 scholars and poets who were considered the epitome of wisdom and knowledge in their respective fields. One of these 9 gems was the great mathematician and astronomer Aryabhata, whose contributions to science are still studied today. Aryabhata's most notable work includes the calculation of pi, and the proposal that the Earth rotates on its axis, centuries before such ideas were accepted in Europe. His works demonstrate the advanced state of scientific knowledge during the Gupta period. The Gupta era was also a time of significant architectural achievements. The construction of temples, stupas, and other monuments during this period showcased the artistic and engineering skills of Indian craftsmen. The temples at Khajuraho, built during the 9th and 10th centuries CAB, but reflecting earlier Gupta styles, are exemplary of the intricate carvings and sculptures that adorned many structures of this time. Furthermore, the Guptas played a crucial role in the spread of Buddhism throughout Asia. During their reign, Buddhist monks and scholars traveled extensively along the Silk Road, disseminating Buddhist teachings and establishing monasteries and universities like Nalanda, which became centers of learning not just for Buddhism, but also for secular subjects like mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. As we explore this period of Indian history, it becomes clear that the Gupta Empire's legacy extends far beyond its military conquests. The empire's contributions to science, art, literature, philosophy, and religion have had a lasting impact on world culture. The era's emphasis on learning and intellectual pursuits helped create a society that valued knowledge and creativity, laying the groundwork for India's continued role as a hub of cultural and scientific innovation. And so, dear listeners, we find ourselves at the end of an extraordinary journey through the high point of the Gupta Empire, a period marked by remarkable achievements in virtually every field of human endeavor. Join us as we continue to uncover the secrets of ancient India's most captivating empires. Welcome back to History with Herodotus, where we continue our journey through the annals of time, exploring the fascinating world of ancient India and the majestic Gupta Empire. The late 5th century CE marked the beginning of the end of the Gupta Empire's dominance. One of the key factors contributing to its decline was the series of attacks by the Huna people, a nomadic confederation from Central Asia. The Hunas, with their superior cavalry and archery skills, posed a significant threat to the Gupta military, which had traditionally relied on infantry and elephants. The Gupta Empire's inability to effectively counter the Hunna invasions weakened its hold over its vast territories. Internal strife also played a crucial role in the decline of the Gupta Empire. Succession disputes and regionalism began to erode the empire's unity. As the central authority weakened, local governors and nobles started asserting their independence, further fragmenting the empire. The once strong administrative system, which had been a hallmark of the Gupta era, began to break down, leading to economic instability and a decline in trade and cultural exchange. The rise of new powers in the region also contributed to the decline of the Gupta Empire. The Vakataka dynasty in the Deccan region and the Pallava dynasty in southern India emerged as significant forces, challenging Gupta dominance. These regional kingdoms not only competed with the Guptas for resources and territory, but also attracted scholars, artists, and traders who had previously been drawn to the Gupta court. Despite these challenges, the legacy of the Gupta Empire endured. The period saw a flourishing of Hinduism, with the emergence of new cults and the development of temple architecture. The Guptas' patronage of art and literature continued, albeit on a smaller scale, with notable works like the plays of Kalidasa, which remain some of the greatest achievements in Sanskrit literature. As we conclude our journey through the history of the Gupta Empire, it becomes clear that its impact on Indian and world culture has been profound. From the advances in mathematics and astronomy to the beautiful temples and sculptures, the Gupta era's contributions continued to inspire wonder and awe. The empire's emphasis on learning, intellectual pursuits, and cultural exchange helped lay the foundations for India's continued role as a hub of innovation and creativity. In the words of the great Indian scholar, Aryabhata, the earth is spherical, and at the equator, the atmosphere is thicker. This quote not only reflects the scientific genius of the Gupta era, but also symbolizes the empire's broader contribution to human knowledge and understanding. As we look back on the history of the Gupta Empire, we are reminded that even as empires rise and fall, their legacies can endure for centuries, shaping the course of human civilization in profound and lasting ways. And so, dear listeners, our exploration of the Gupta Empire comes to a close. We hope you have enjoyed this journey through ancient India's most captivating empire, from its enigmatic origins to its golden age and eventual decline. Join us next time on History with Herodotus as we explore more fascinating stories from the annals of time. Thank you for listening. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.